You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Rain Melo. When many cinemas closed this past year, films released via streaming service dominated the Oscar nominations list Monday morning. The Netflix movie Mank led the field with 10 nods, including Best Picture. Tied with 6 nominations apiece were The Father from Sony Pictures Classics, Judas and the Black Messiah from Warner Brothers, Minari from A24, Nomadland from Searchlight, Sound of Metal from Amazon, and The Trial of the Chicago 7 from Netflix. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Netflix, and Promising Young Woman by Focus Features each earned 5 nominations, while News of the World from Universal picked up 4, One Night in Miami from Amazon, and Soul from Disney scored 3. Another Round from Samuel Goldwyn and Borat's subsequent movie film, Amazon, were nominated for 2. Emerald Fennell, who helmed Promising Young Woman, and Chloe Zhao, who directed Nomadland, made history by becoming the first female directors to be nominated in the same year in the Best Director category. Minari star Stephen Yang is the first Asian American nominated for Best Actor. Celebrity couple Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Nick Jonas read the names aloud from London in an online event. The Oscars, honoring excellence in cinema, this year's winners will be announced on April 25th in a ceremony on ABC. The nominees for Best Picture are The Father, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promised Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. For Best Director, the nominees include Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round, David Fincher for Mank, Lee Isaac Chung with Minari, Zoe Zhao for Nomadland, and Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. For Best Actress, the nominees include Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day for The United States vs. Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. For Best Actor, the nominees include Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Stephen Yang for Minari. For Best Supporting Actress, nominees include Maria Bakalova for Borat's subsequent movie film, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman for The Father, Amanda Seyfried for Mank, and Young Jung for Minari. For Best Supporting Actor, the nominees include Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of the Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami, Paul Raci for The Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah. For Best Original Screenplays, the nominees include Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promised Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. For the Best Adapted Screenplay, nominees include Borat's subsequent movie film, The Father, Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and White Tiger. For Best Original Score, the nominees include The Five Bloods, Mank, Minari, News of the World, and Soul. For Best International Film, the nominees include Another Round, Better Days, Collective, The Man Who Sold His Skin, Quilvados Adlia. Best Documentary nominees include Collective, Crip Camp, The Mole Agent, My Octopus Teacher, and Time. For Best Animated Film, the nominees include Onward, Over the Moon, A Shaun the Sheep Movie, Farmageddon, Soul, and Wolf Hearts. And for Best Sound, the nominees include Greyhound, Mac, News of the World, Soul, and The Sound of Metal. Warner Bros. Has released 2 new trailers for its upcoming film adaptation of the state musical In the Heights. The YouTube message accompanied Sunday's 2.5-minute preview was subtitled Powerful, The Higher Streets Together. With music and lyrics by Lin-Manuel Miranda, the movie was directed by John M. Chu. The cast includes Anthony Ramos, Corey Hawkins, Leslie Grace, Melissa Barrera, Olga Mendez, Daphne Rubin Vega, Gregory Diaz IV, Stephanie Beatriz, Dasha Polanco, and Jimmy Smits. The film will simultaneously open in theaters and stream on HBO Max on June 18th. A second trailer with the subtitle Washington Heights came with the message, lights up on the vibrant, tight-knit community of Washington Heights, where the streets are made of music and little dreams become big. The stage version of the In the Heights won the Tony Award for Best Musical in 2008. Broadway and off-Broadway theaters have been closed for about a year due to the coronavirus pandemic. No reopening date has been announced yet. Walt Disney Studios has released a new sneak peek of his 101 Dalmatians prequel, Cruella. Set in 1970s London, the live-action film features Emma Stone as the titular villain and Emma Thompson as her mentor and rival. The film follows a young grifter named Estella, a clever and creative girl determined to make a name for herself with her designs. She befriends a pair of young thieves who appreciate her appetite for mischief, and together they are able to build a life for themselves on the London streets. One day, Estella's flair for fashion catches the eye of the Baroness von Hellman, a fashion legend who is devastatingly chic and terrifying and hot, played by two-time Oscar winner Emma Thompson. But their relationship sets in motion a course of events and revelations that will cause Estella to embrace her wicked side and become the raucous, fashionable, revengeful bent Cruella. The 1.5 million trailer, released on Sunday, showed Estella with round hair, scrubbing floors, and working on her fashion creations as the song "These Boots Were Made for Walking" plays in the background. Estella says in a voiceover, "It's a world of opportunity, and I was meant for more than in this life. I want to make art, and I want to make it trouble." By the end of the clip, Estella has upstaged the Baroness at a high-profile event by riding up on a motorcycle and unveiling a wild white hairdo and painted scroll around her face saying, "The future." Black and white dogs are later seen growling at her. The film is set for release on May 28th. Tapings for The Talk have been canceled Monday and Tuesday due to tensions among the hosts of the daytime chat program. Deadline and Variety reported news Sunday. CBS has previously said it is conducting an internal review of an on-air discussion between panelists Sharon Osbourne and Cheryl Underwood last week. Osbourne defended her friend Bridge broadcaster Piers Morgan, who has come under fire for saying he does not believe Meghan Markle, Prince Harry's wife, had been suicidal when she was mistreated by the royal family, as Markle alleged in a recent television interview with Oprah Winfrey. Osbourne emphasized she didn't agree with everything Morgan said, but thinks he has the right to express his opinion. Underwood told Osbourne last Wednesday's episode on the show, "While you are standing by your friend, it appears that you are giving validation or safe haven to something that he has uttered that is racist." Osbourne replied, "I feel like I'm about to be put in an electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist." Asked Underwood to clarify how Morgan's remarks were racist and vehemently denying that she herself is racist. Osbourne later apologized on Twitter. She wrote, "To any of color that I offended, or to anyone that feels confused or let down by what I said, I'm truly sorry. I panicked, I felt blindsided, got defensive, and allowed my fears and horror of being accused of being racist takes over." The BBC has announced it's ordered its second season of the Belfast set mystery Bloodlands. Season 1 debuted last month in the United Kingdom. The network said in the press release Sunday in Northern Ireland, the premiere episode had a 52% consolidated audience share, live and time-shift viewing, making it the highest BBC drama to launch locally on record. The 4-part drama began streaming Monday in the United States on Acorn TV. Chris Brandon will return to write the second season of Bloodland. The Missing and Cold Feet star James Nesbitt is on board to reprise his role of Deputy Chief Inspector Tom Brannick. Piers Wagner, the director of BBC Drama, said in a statement, "We've been overwhelmed by the audience response to Bloodland, and are thrilled to announce that the series is returning." Chris's scripts shine a light on the tensions in Northern Ireland, both historic and present day, and it's a testament to his skill as a dramatist, to a virtual performance from Jimmy Nesbitt, and the caretaking by all of the HTM televisions that the series has been so beloved by audiences in Northern Ireland and throughout the United Kingdom. Anthony Mackie trains with Captain America's shield in the final trailer rather, for the upcoming Marvel series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon, played by Mackie, is learning how to use the shield Captain America, played by Chris Evans, gave him at the end of Avengers Endgame in the clip released on Monday. Falcon says it feels like it belongs to someone else, while tossing the iconic red, white, and blue shield into multiple trees. Winter Soldier, played by Sebastian Stan, replies, "That shield represents a lot of things to a lot of people." The deal will soon be taking on a new threat led by Zemo, played by Daniel Bruhl, who was last seen in Captain America Civil War. Falcon and Winter Soldier are also reunited with Sharon Carter, played by Emily Van Camp. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, directed by Kerry Sogland and written by Malcolm Spedman, comes to Disney Plus on Friday. Kingsley Ben-Adir is setting up to star in Secret Invasion, an upcoming Marvel television series that is coming to Disney Plus. Ben-Adir will portray a lead villain on the series. The actor's exact roles is being kept under wraps. The actor joins the cast that includes Samuel L. Jackson, who's reprising his Marvel role as Nick Fury, and Ben Mendelsohn, who's reprising his Marvel role as Talos, a shape-shifting Skrull or alien. Secret Invasion will follow a faction of Skrulls who have infiltrated Earth. The series is based on the Marvel comic book series of the same name. No release date has been set yet. WandaVision was kicked off Disney Plus. Skate on Marvel's shows had an ending credits featuring a Skrull speaker with star Tanya Paris and character Monica Rambeau. Ben-Adir most recently starred as Malcolm X in One Night in Miami. He also starred in the comedy Rule, The OA, Peaky Blinders, and High Fidelity. The docuseries Demi Lovato Dancing with the Devil, which premiered Tuesday at South by Southwest, revealed the extent of the singer's 2018 overdose. Lovato told the Television Critics Association in a Zoom panel that the overdose caused 3 strokes and a heart attack. Lovato told the association, "Unfortunately, I was left with brain damage, and I still deal with the effects of that today. I don't drive a car because I have blind spots in my vision. I also, for a long time, had a really hard time reading." Lovato says that it took 2 months for her vision to clear enough for her to read from a book. However, she considers the lasting effects of the strokes incentive to remain sober. Lovato says, "I'm grateful for those reminders. I felt like they were kind of still there to remind me of what could happen if I ever get into that dark place." The singer has spoken out previously about mental health and addiction, speaking about her bipolar diagnosis on Capitol Hill in 2015 and continuing to open the talk show appearances. Lovato sees Dancing with the Devil as an opportunity to speak to her fans more in depth, as director Michael D. Ratner followed her for 2 years. Lovato says, "This is not a burden anymore. My biggest purpose is for putting this documentary out is to help others." The documentary helps Lovato too, Lovato said. She had spent 6 years speaking about her priority sobriety since 6 years ago. And since her overdose, Lovato said he wanted to put her setback on the record. Lovato said, "Of many of the reasons why I'm coming forward with my story is that I've never have to live that life again. I'm holding myself accountable." Ringo Starr discussed Peter Jackson's upcoming Beatles documentary Get Back and how it will show the band getting along in their final days while appearing on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The famed drummer on Monday said he disliked the band's Let It Be film from 1970 that was built around the Beatles having issues with each other. Jackson, the Beatles' Get Back, is being put together after using 56 hours of unseen footage to showcase the group recording songs for their 2 final albums, Abbey Road and Let It Be. The footage comes as of as the footage comes from the same video shot from the original Let It Be film directed by Michael Lindsay Hogg. Starr said on Monday, "I always moan. The original documentary was very narrow. There was no joy in it, and I was there. We were laughing. We were the lads. We would do this. And there was a little bit of tension, but no one can take that away. But, to use that moment and not use these 56 unused films," Colbert said, who has seen much of the films, mentioned how much fun the Beatles were having together in the studio, mentioned how brothers will stay sometimes fighting. And finally, Gwen Stefani discussed writing and releasing a country music and the possible of a No Doubt reunion while appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The singer told Kimmel on Tuesday, "It's so far out there that it's just hard to even remember my other life back then, about releasing country music after being in a rock band, no doubt, and having a career as a solo pop star." Stefani described her fondness for the songwriting in country music and says the genre is effective at telling stories. She said some of the songwriting in country music is just, masterful. And it's storytelling, and it's just very familiar in a lot of ways, in that sense that, the story gets across. The heart is getting across, and the message, and so I just learned a lot, and I'm just so happy I got the opportunity to open up to the genre, Stefani says. Kimmel asked Stefani about No Doubt's reunion as the 30th anniversary of their first title album is coming up. She said, "I have no idea what the future is with the band. It's a very interesting situation, because it started with me and my brother in this band together, and then it It's a very interesting situation, because it started with me and my brother in this band together, and then it slowly had different members coming. And then one of them being like my boyfriend for all that purpose that ended up being the whole purpose for the Tragic Kingdom." Stefani mentioning No Doubt's third album. Stefani has recently released a new song titled Slow Clap, which features the artist returning to the ska genre. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. I'm your host, Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymelo. That's RYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.